Welcome to the Epic Success Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Shannon. Today is a big day in the Team Irvine Epic Success world because our book, literally 20 years in the making, the 67-day year, is officially live. I'm so excited about it. So I want to talk a little bit about why I wrote the book, what's in it, and what kind of amazing things that you'll learn. And of course, I'm not going to read it all to you because I want you to go read it. But I do want to share a few things that I believe will be super supportive of you as you're listening to this podcast. So if you're listening to the podcast or watching the video of the podcast, you're probably somebody who is a business owner or you're a CEO or C-suite person and you are trying to achieve big things. You're trying to accomplish big goals, whether it's big revenue goals, big impact goals. And unfortunately, how we were taught to do that and how our brains are wired from the educational system actually works in opposition to how your brain allows your results, allows you to achieve goals. And so that is what this book is all about. 67-day year is 3 simple steps to wire your brain to achieve more in less time. Now, I am going to read the dedication and I am going to share with you what's on the back of the book because I think that's really, really important. But one of the biggest questions I get is like, Shannon, why 67? And if you've got middle schoolers, you know, that's a big meme going around right now. So luckily we haven't been picked up on the meme land yet. But 67 days, you might have heard 21 days to create a habit. Well, from a neuroscience perspective, at 21 days, a new neural pathway has been built. However, the old neural pathway, the one that has been running on autopilot for so long, is still there. So what current neuroscience shows is it takes about 67 days for you to build that new neural pathway and through synaptic pruning, remove that old pathway. And so we call that the compound achievement effect. If you've done any compound investing with your investments or your retirement accounts, you know that you keep giving, and at some point that compounding interest kicks in. Well, it's the same thing with your brain's neural networks. At about 21 days, the new one is built, but at about 67 days, you hit that compound interest of your brain working for you instead of against you. So how do you know you should pick up this book? I am going to put my glasses on and read this to you because I think it's really, really important. So I'm going to not look at you for a minute. I'm going to read a couple things. So I said, this book is dedicated to the dreamers, the change makers, the driven, and the called. Those who don't think that status quo is to stay the same, but to be changed. For those who know that for such a time as this, they were born to honor God and to change lives for the better. For those that are willing, with arrows in your back, to prove it, that you can do anything you put your brain to. For those who are ready to flip their brain success switch on and just maybe change the world. That, my friend, is who I'm speaking to in this book, The 67-Day Year. And literally the book goes through these 3 simple steps to wire your brain to allow you to achieve more in less time. So I'm going to just read this because I feel like this is a really important piece of the puzzle. So I'm going to keep my glasses on for a minute and I'm going to talk about it. So I wrote down here, reach your biggest goals in just 67 days without working harder. There's the biggest lie right there that we were indoctrinated into, that the harder you work, the more you achieve. That isn't necessarily so. And it definitely was when it was back in the industrial age. And as we probably know, like it was the industrial age leaders that created the educational system. And that the idea then was the harder you worked, the more widgets you created, the more money you did make. But that isn't true anymore. And unfortunately, because our brain was wired that way, we still have that as our narrative. So I digress. I said, most people think it takes more time, more effort, and more hustle, but that's just not true. The real reason you're not seeing results as fast as you want is it's not you, it's how your brain is wired. In 67-day year, Dr. Shannon, that's me, reveals a proven brain-based system to help you reach your biggest goals faster than ever before. This isn't about grinding harder or pushing through resistance. It's about wiring your brain to make success automatic so you take the actions with confidence, focus, and unstoppable momentum. And some of the bulleted pieces are 3 simple step process to reach your goals fast, why working harder isn't the answer and what is, how to stop fear and doubt from slowing you down, and how faith and science can work together to unlock your full potential. So if you're tired of spinning your wheels and finally want to see real success, it's time you step into the 67-day year and make your biggest dreams happen faster than ever before. Your next level is waiting. Let's get there fast. And of course, my dear friend Pat Flynn said, 67-day year book will help you understand your blocks around success, setting goals, and having a mindset that really gets results. So this book is a culmination of all of the neuroscientific models that we teach inside our coaching program. We also certify coaches in being able to coach through these models to get true brain-based transformational results. And the reason that I wrote this book, in all honesty, I had to sit down. I had a couple publishing offers. And when they laid out kind of their plan, it didn't align with mine. And I'm wondering, like, where is it in your life that people are telling you to go a certain direction, but it's not aligning with what matters most to you, right? It's not gelling. And I sat in some silence with God and just prayed, like, Lord, I want this to get into the hands of, yes, thousands of you coming into our programs would be amazing because I get to serve you, help you, get you the next results, help you get a 67-day year yourself, coach you through that. If you're a coach, we'd love to certify you in these models because they're the only brain-based transformational models being taught on the internet, and that you can't get them anywhere else. It's all trademarked. So is that the reason I wrote the book? That's not the reason I wrote the book. I'd love to have you in our programs, but that's not the reason I wrote the book. The reason I wrote the book is because I remember how frustrating it was before I pivoted and went and learned the brain science of achievement, when I was still hitting that entrepreneur glass ceiling, when I was so frustrated seeing my colleagues start at the same time and get results when I wasn't getting them, and believing that maybe I should give up on the dream, even though I couldn't, because it was just God-given. It was what was in my heart. Whether somebody comes and works with us tonight or not, I wanted to get this in the hands of the single mom sitting on the couch at the end of the night with 3 kiddos that she's tucked into bed with still that ember of a dream in her heart, or the young man that's just starting college and wondering, how am I going to compete? Or the CEO who has such vision for their company, but can't seem to get past the glass ceiling that they've been bumping their head on for the last 5 years. And they're starting to lose faith in themselves and their ability and their capacity. Or the entrepreneur who really has bought all the things, the courses, the processes, and although they work a little, because your brain isn't wired, it literally is in a tug of war with the very things that you want. And I know that not everybody joins coaching or gets certified, or not every CEO or 7-figure entrepreneur comes in and gets hardwired in our CEO program. But I know that a book is accessible. So here's the cool thing I want you to know. The book is live now. So go grab your copy. We've already hit, just glory to God, we've already hit #1 in strategic management. We've already hit #1 in business systems and goal setting. And we've already hit #1 in popular neuropsychology. My heart is swooning. But I wanted to tell you, like, there are some amazing bonuses when you go buy the book because you're part of my tribe. So I'm so excited to announce this. So grab your book on whatever book retailer you love. We have them all linked over at 67dayyearbook.com. Or you can just go to Amazon, to Barnes & Noble, wherever you buy books, and just type in 67-day year, and you can buy Kindle, you can buy hardcover, you can buy the paperback. They're not in physical stores yet, but as they gain popularity, we'll have more of a stance to get into those things. But I do believe that's going to happen. But here are the exciting things. My thought process is, if you're somebody that I read that dedication to, then yes, you want to read it. I'm going to challenge you. Reading is a really powerful tool for growth. Grab your book. and I'm going to give you the audiobook read by me completely for free. So don't buy the Audible. Actually, the Audible is not even available yet because you're going to come back to 67dayyearbook.com with your receipt number, put your info in, and you're going to get a completely free audiobook read by me with additional things and commentary that's not in the book that you can download and start listening to immediately 100% for free. In addition to that, we have an incredible workbook that you can use side by side as you're going through all the processes and the exercises here in the book that are really going to help you flesh out how to create your own 67-day year and accomplish a year's worth of goals in 67 days. And if that wasn't enough, I'm going to be also giving you a VIP pass into our 3-day live event that we're going to be holding at the end of October, where I'm going to be diving into all of these concepts live with live Q&A. And as a VIP access that you're getting for free for buying the book, you're going to get an extra time with me after the live sessions to be able to ask questions, to get coaching, and to really start applying the 67-day year. That 3-day event is focused on the following 3 things. The first day is building out your 67-day year, the models, the methods. The second day is all around the neuroscience of scaling. So we're going to deep dive into, okay, great. Now you know how to accomplish things, but how do you scale? We're going to dive into all of those models and processes. And then on day 3, we're going to literally map out your 67-day year. It's going to be an amazing 3 days, all live with me, and you get VIP access. So you get the audiobooks, the workbook, and that 3-day workshop for free with VIP access. Super exciting. And all you got to do is go to 67dayyearbook.com, grab your receipt number from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever you bought the book, put your info in, and immediately you'll get those bonuses. And I can't wait to work with you live for free in the live 3-day event so that you can really take this deeper. Look, it's October. You can literally create a year's worth of goals in the next 90 days, in the next really 67 days. And I want to show you how to do that. So go grab the book, get all of those bonuses for free. It's like $1,000 worth of bonuses completely for free, and share the book with somebody that you know is a dreamer, is a doer, and has got big things that God has called them to, and have them buy it. And then, of course, I will love, if you love what you've read, to get a 5-star review from you on whatever your book retailer of choice is. That's what I have for you today. It's a big announcement for us. It's like my 3rd baby. I had Max, I had Jordan, and then I had the book. And I hope it serves you deeply. I cannot wait to get your feedback. And I'm excited to get this book into your hands. That's what I have for you this week on the Epic Success Podcast. Next week, I'm going to be diving into some conversations around people who've gone through this method and what's happened for them, so you can see how simple and easy, yes, it can and does and will work for you too. All right, that's what I have for you this week. Bye for now.